Henry.
Doesn't matter. You won't get that.
We can find somehow to. Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Bryan.
Back with an episode of Buzz and Suds. We're getting the night on a stout. I picked this up on vacation actually in Virginia Beach. Found a nice little bottle shop. This is bourbon barrel aged devil's teeth with macadamia nuts, coconut, and cacao. From Modern Times out of San Diego, this is a 12.9% barrel aged stout.
Okay.
Got really good reviews. It's funny, you go through a store like that, it's relatively small, but you got just big stuff everywhere. So, I had not actually heard of this one. I think I'd heard of just general devil's teeth, but you just see like a brown can, and there was like, I think there was only 5 of them just sitting in the cooler, and I'm like, I better look that one up. And I don't even notice the Modern Times. I don't think I did. So it was just one of those kind of lucky things. Unfortunately, the only bad thing about that, actually it's a very bad thing. These were like $17 a can.
Whoa.
Maybe 18. This is a 12-ounce can, and it was, so really good though, but wow, that's
hefty for a can.
Anyway, let's get into it.
All right.
Yeah.
It's just dark.
Pours dark. The head's completely dissipated. 12.9%. Let's get the nose. Oh man.
It smells wonderful.
Doesn't it? That's that fudgy, oily, chocolatey.
I couldn't say for sure it was coconut, but sweet chocolate.
But it's like, and I've said this a million times. So stouts, obviously, but you have the difference between like a roasted stout, like a Russian, and then you have this, which smells like it should be, a different category of beer.
Right.
It's that really rich, oily, what I describe as umami or whatever. It smells completely different than what just the birthday bomb we just did.
Yeah, this is basically a pastry stout or dessert stout.
Yeah, but you definitely have the notes of bourbon.
No, it definitely smells like a barrel aged beer, and it's hard to say if I get the nuts.
So you get the nuts.
I can't say if I get these nuts or not.
But so I shared this a can of this at a share, and people said it got a few different notes. Someone said peanut butter, someone said hazelnut, but it's macadamia nuts. So I think there's something there that people were just perceiving differently.
Yeah, I get roast, I get malt, but I can't say for sure I get nuts.
It smells wonderful. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I can kind of see the nuttiness. I would not call it peanut butter, but I can see why someone might say nuttiness.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just chocolate and coconut and maybe almost like chocolate covered coconut macadamia nuts.
Yeah. It definitely, I don't know, I definitely wouldn't have said macadamia nuts, but there is this nuttiness, almost even kind of like we just did Woot Stout, like you could say pecan. It just has that flavor to it.
It has a nut to it.
It's definitely got a nut. It's thick, it's oily. It's actually a little warmer than we're typically drinking these, I think, at this point. But it's not a really chewy mouthfeel. It's virgin on that.
It's pretty good.
I think it's got a big barrel character. It's nice. It's oaky. It's got like vanilla, this woodiness to it.
Yeah, nice and complex.
A little bit of burn to it. I think it's really well done. I'm not sure what I've been giving this, but it's like a 4.5 plus to me.
Yeah, I'm at a 4.5. Hard to go above that right now, but it's a 4.5. It's good.
No, it's really good.
I couldn't say what type of nut, but you can tell that it's more than just the malt. It was hard for me to tell on the nose, but drinking it, there's some nuttiness to the malt. You can definitely get that.
And I think at this temperature, it's probably getting into the, I would guess, a little over cellar, right? Like 64, 65 degrees now. Getting a little heat to it as well. I think as it was a little cooler, it hit that better. But now it's definitely got a nice little bourbon burn down the throat, down the esophagus.
So there were 5 of them. Where's the other 3?
Gone. I drank the first one that night.
Well, you had to sample to see if you needed to go back for more, of course.
Yeah. Well, no, it was gone. Took it all.
Oh, you took it all?
Took it all.
Smart move.
I think we drank 2.
We had a lot of people at that share.
I know we drank 2 that day. Maybe I shared on a job. I can't remember. There's one can I can't account for, but yeah.
It's in there.
Maybe I took it over to. I bet I took it over to Josh's pool. Anyway,
Yes, it's really good.
that's anyway. Off camera, not that you guys care, but yeah. So really good.
Not a
4 or 5
poolside
for me.
beer, though. I mean, this is not a poolside beer at all.
Yeah, but that's how we did it.
Well, you know, you have to.
You got to.
Buds and suds.
But no,
good.
it's really good. Very complex. I mean, you said coconut. I guess that's one thing I didn't talk much about. There's kind of like this vanilla thing for me, but
It's sweet.
it's sweet. It doesn't come off. It really. So there's 2 types of coconut I usually talk about. One that's the sunscreen you put on, and one's that kind of vanilla coconut icing. This is leaning a little towards that little vanilla coconut, but just not quite there. It's not like it's, and this doesn't taste like a diabetes beer to me. I think it's just a real rich barrel aged beer. I
would say so.
I'd say if the thing that I think that stands out most about this is the barrel character. I think they really did a good job with that. That's what's standing out as the best thing for this beer for me.
Yeah, I think it's good too. The thing about the coconut is, if you hadn't said it was coconut, I would have just said it was a little sweetness.
Yeah.
But coconut's a hard flavor to pick out. Unless there's coconut flakes.
But again, the price point for this, I don't know if it was
that's expensive.
If it was just the shop or if it was nationwide, but it's just too much, really, honestly.
I mean, distributed from California.
Yeah. If I would, like I had, I was buying a bunch to share with friends that we couldn't get, but I would have never just walked into a shop and like, oh yeah, sure. That's just way too much.
Expensive cans.
Yeah. But it's really good. So,
thanks for getting it, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else? As always, guys, if you have the beer you love the beer you have. Thanks.